Miami is a team I am struggling mightily with. Because as you can see in these numbers, I think Miami absolutely has the best roster in the ACC. And where it's most important, too. Okay, it's not like, hey, they're great at linebacker and suck at the offensive line. Linebacker is one of the least important positions in college football these days. All right. I think they have the best quarterback in the ACC. I think they have in Cam Ward, the best running back in the ACC, and Damian Martinez. I think they have the best offensive line in the ACC. Frankly, I don't even think that's actually close. All right, man. I think they're number one at a distance. And I think they at least have a top 3 minimum defensive front led by Ruben Bain in the ACC. I mean, those are the spots you really want to be. And Miami special teams actually have rated pretty highly too. Okay. My brain is at war with itself. All right. My logic center is saying I must pick Miami to win the ACC. Okay. But my heart, life experience, and every other part of my, at least not as cognitively impaired as Joe Biden nervous system is telling me, is doing the Jonah Hill gift. Don't do that. Okay. I mean, I just watched the new Beverly Hills Cop on Netflix last night, and all I kept thinking about, because I'm like obsessed with what I'm going to do with Miami. Okay. And all I kept, don't fall for the banana in your tailpipe. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Don't do it again. Okay. And of course, but I'm worried if I don't, they'll go like 11-1 or something, and I'll look at it like an idiot. That I'm confident Miami's going to make me look bad, whichever decision I make.
Well, you're like me. You want to be a visionary. I just don't want to place the same teams in the same spots as we're all accustomed to and say, okay, the playoff's going to be and the top 4 seeds are going to be this, because I don't want to look bad. No, I want to be able to get out in front and be a visionary and see who's trending up. And Miami, to your point, even when they haven't had it set up this well, you look at them versus their, Mario Cristobal inherited a top 15 roster even before he's done work on it with top 5 recruiting classes. And you look at the schedule and you think, who are they going to lose to?
You're right. But you also look at the schedule, Mark, and you're right. You don't see more than 3 games there that you think they are less than a touchdown favorite in. Okay. But this is also where, again, there's a human touch here. Not all these games are created equally. If they lose that first game in the swamp against Florida on the road, the amount of pressure that is going to be brought to bear at that point in time. You see what I'm saying? 8 months of buildup, and you lose that very first game. That would not be the same as if you lost to Florida and you were 4-0 and then went on the road and lost. I mean, all this pressure and everything else, and you go in there right from the jump and lose to them. That's again where it's you again have to add you can't just do this all with math. There must be a human touch, because that game on the road, losing it to start off the year and the tone it sets and what it does with how the media covers the team and the energy around the team is much different than if you're 4-0 and then go there and lose.
And though Florida has this reputation as, okay, just because of the schedule, this is a dead team. They're not going to do anything this year. Billy Napier's got one foot in the grave.
Your power rating, it's absolutely, at the very least, it's still a top 30 team.
Exactly. Yeah. Phil Steele has them inside the top 20. Now, when he puts that together with the schedule, they're number 50. That's how egregious it is. They still beat Tennessee at home last year. Utah came in for a primetime game 2 years ago when they were on their way to a 6-7 season, but they beat Utah. That's a difficult assignment for Miami. I completely agree.